different countries are trying to make a name for themselves here, as well as 2 championship matches will be defended as the ACW Tag Team Championships will be on the line as the champions, the Maddie R will face Texas standouts VA Pay in our Tag Team Championship. Also in our main event, the WWN Proving Ground Heavyweight Championship will be on the line as champion Jonathan Hudson. We'll defend the title with international superstar James Runyon in our main event. Right now, we have a 6-way fray match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Boca Raton, Florida, weighing in at 195 pounds, he is the Reverend Tyler Uriah. Also from St. Louis, Missouri, by way of Bosnia, weighing in at 250 pounds, Heavy. And from your homepage, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the most exclusive wrestler, Cameron Stewart. From Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 185 pounds, he is Miami, Mike Booker. And then from North Miami, Florida, weighing in at 205 pounds, it's Benji time, Benji Neptune. And from Sweet Home, Alabama, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is your fatty daddy, Juice James.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ambassador of the World Wrestling Network, Trevin Adams, joined by WWN Training Center head coach Francisco Chiazzo. And tonight, WWN Do or Die Showcase 2023.
What an amazing night and day it has been, Trevin. Always a pleasure sitting next to you.
Same here, Francisco. Glad to have you here. WWN Do or Die Showcase. All of the talents you see in action, and Cameron Stewart tagging himself in. Kicking out Juice James here in this 6-way fray. As you can see, in the 6-way fray, you can only have 2 men at a time. But again, this showcase all about talents who've taken advantage of a seminar today, opportunities to learn, and now it's time to show.
We are starting off hot. Benji Neptune already ready to go. It is Benji time here at the WWN Training Center.
Yeah, now the pin. Of course, as much as we have tags, also a little bit of a lucha style. That's why you just saw Tyler Uriah come in, and that was Edvin. Man who's been in the sport since 2016. Trained by Michael Elgin, a dude I would not mess with. I've been very impressed by Elgin today. Oof. But of course, Benji Neptune, no stranger here to the WWN Training Center, regular on our WWN Proving Ground events. And the kick there from Mike Walker, who just found out the hard way what happens. It's a little bit of madness here, Francisco.
This is absolutely amazing already. What a way to start off Do or Die here at the WWN Training Center. One little bit of information, Benji Neptune is quite possibly one of the strongest men in the entire country. This guy's breaking powerlifting records all over the country.
Yeah, no question here. Now, Miami Mike Walker from Baltimore. That was an interesting one to me.
It is a little weird.
You see
I see what you did there.
The disconnect, but nevertheless, the elbow. Mike Walker, of course, 5 years in the sport, trained by a combination of guys, everybody from Dean Guttridge, RJ Meyer, Brian Johnson, DJ Hyde, regular in Maryland Championship Wrestling. In fact, been an MCW Rage TV champion, but
kid's definitely got a PhD of independent trainers, coaches, and he's right here making a name for himself. WWN Do or Die.
And of course, Edvin back in. It looks like we might have a temporary alliance here, perhaps, Francisco.
Temporary. You know, all's fair in love and war, and in quest to make a name for yourself here at the WWN.
Pinfall. 2 count only after that blockbuster, but totally agree with you. And of course, in the case of Mike Walker, also has that college football experience. He was at Salisbury University, but he happened to play for 5 years in college. That's a little curious. A little about the math there.
I like Salisbury steak.
And now the tag here again to Edvin. And as stated, Benji Neptune in some trouble. And as much as we've been impressed by Benji for the last couple of years, not even 2 years himself in the sport, should I say, young man who's got talents everywhere from amateur wrestling, Olympic weightlifting, CrossFit, but I don't know if that really translates. And of course, now look at Cameron Stewart stealing the show.
Well, if anybody could steal the show, Cameron Stewart is the guy to do it. If they're going to beat Benji Neptune, they've got to keep this guy off his feet. I mean, talk about college athlete. He was a Hawkeye. I don't know if you know that, Trevin Adams. I did my research too.
I'm very impressed. And if this is your first time seeing Cameron Stewart, you hear the unsubscribe. Of course, only Cams. That is his distribution network. He is a content creator, if you will.
He is definitely a content creator. I subscribe. I do.
You get to see the exclusive content, as he puts it?
Absolutely exclusive.
Beautiful step up Enziguri, rocking Benji Neptune. You notice everybody's been just picking on Benji so far in this matchup.
They know the guy to beat, Trevin. They're going to make a name for themselves. They've got to get Benji out of this. He's probably the best shape of anybody condition-wise in this match. They've got to get him out of this match and out of the match fast.
Wow, 2 count only there. Cam Stewart, you notice the alliance ended as Mike Walker came in, now Edvin's in.
And here's where it breaks down.
Finding the time to plug the website, let me tell you. Is it a website? What do we even call it, the app?
Talk about, well, yeah, it's an app now. Oh, there goes the content creator.
Yeah, the only Cams. Nevertheless, pinfall. Great job by Mike Walker taking advantage, but just as great or better, Edvin breaking things up.
And here's where it goes awry.
Yeah, and Edvin definitely has a interesting history when it comes to his family with Bosnian and... Whoa! I was going to say Hezgonia background, but now Juice James coming in. No time for story time. There's Juice with a kick.
Beautiful Pele kick by Juice James. Tell you what, this kid, oh, here he goes.
And the roll-up. Tyler Uriah wasting no time.
You got to have eyes and ears everywhere in matches like this because guys are coming at you from every angle, up top, down bottom, under the ring. You never know where somebody's coming from.
And of course, Juice, upwards of 5 years of experience. Much more than Tyler. Leg lariat. This could be it. And it probably would have been, but Cameron Stewart breaking things up. Of course, Cam and Tyler have been running buddies at times here in WWN Proving Ground. Both did their training at flatbacks.
When you're trying to make a name for yourself here in WWN, there are no friends, Trevin Adams.
And that exclusive content driver might have been enough, but instead taken down by Mike Walker. Was that the last call? Not sure. Edvin breaking it up. And the Ace Crusher. Question now, look at Benji. Can Benji still go, Francisco?
He is still in this game. He is still in this match. The beating this kid has taken, he's still on his feet, is amazing to me.
And I am impressed that Benji has got the fortitude to continue and could be winning this thing. Pinfall.
Still have the wherewithal to hook that leg. I'm so impressed by Benji Neptune and how far he's come in the last year.
And now Juice James, Benji Neptune. There's, as much as there's a healthy respect, only one man can win this thing, and that's what you're hearing here.
Absolutely. These guys hang and bang in the gym.
Now Tyler Uriah taking advantage of the distraction now, and wow! Taking the head off, man.
Wow!
I'm telling you, I am impressed.
Look who's behind.
Lariat, but no! There it is. A big spear pinfall. He got up. Of course, Benji calls that the North Miami Smash.
He's got the crowd behind him, Trevin Adams. This kid is a star. Look at him.
Totally agree. It's only a matter of time from the perspective of the World Wrestling Network before you see gold behind the, or should I say around the waist of a Benji Neptune. But right now, what we're seeing here is what is going on. I was about to say was we were seeing appreciation for the WWN Training Center, but this is why is Mr. Marvelous out there?
Completely uncalled for.
James Runyon, we know we're going to see him.
The WWN Proving Ground Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, wow.
Bold words.
That's not even the best part. The best part is when I win the WWN Proving Ground Heavyweight Championship, I'm taking the title with me back to Canada.
James Runyon, the attack here in our opener, taking out Benji Neptune while Neptune had his back turned, and you just heard the words. Runyon challenging the WWN Proving Ground champion, John Hudson, in our main event. And could you imagine this is our next WWN Proving Ground champion?
Well, let me tell you what, the crowd is definitely letting this guy know what they think about him.
The following women's contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. She hails from Dallas, Texas. She's the main character of everyone's mind, Maddie R.
Says something when Maddie Rankowski making her first appearance here in the WWN Training Center, getting that kind of a welcome, if you will, Francisco.
I ran into her in the hallway earlier. She knocked my coffee out of my hand. I wasn't very appreciative of that.
And her opponent. She hails from Ashley, Kentucky. She's the Appalachian Dream, Judy Ray.
I got an opportunity to talk to Judy Ray earlier today here around the seminar that was going on. This young lady, just, you can just see it, look at her face. Total sweetheart, totally enthusiastic, and I'm telling you, it translates to the ring, you'll be impressed.
It's like a big hoedown.
What? I wasn't going to shake her hand. Why did you say that? Do you see this? Do you see that? Do you see this?
I don't know about that, guys.
I'm really sure you're going to get a whole lot of sportsmanship out of Maddie here.
We're underway here. Second matchup, WWN Do or Die Showcase. Official Nicole Emery here.
No doubt this crowd is behind Judy Ray. Tell you,
She doesn't belong in the ring. She doesn't.
Wow, and that's what you get, taking your eye off your opponent. Judy Ray just going right after.
hey, turnabout's fair play, Trevin Adams.
Oh, I agree. Trained by Jillian Hall, Bobby Blaze, Doug Basham, Al Snow. Heck of a team to be training Judy Ray, regular at OVW, and starting a little bit of a do-si-do here. I don't know if Maddie's prepared for that.
Can you ever be prepared for a do-si-do?
And hey, fighting one day at a time to make her dreams a reality here. Appalachian Dream, Judy Ray. I'm telling you, this is a young lady. You meet her, you get a smile on your face.
You can't help but like the girl.
She'll even tell you, man, she doesn't wrestle, she wrestles. As Maddie Rankowski gets pulled out of the corner, this could be the end. No, 2 count only. Got to watch out for that steel toe stomp from Judy Ray. I think that's what she was just going for, but caught by Maddie and taken head first in.
That's what happens when you take your foot off your opponent, Trevin.
Yeah, an X Factor, man. Pin. She got her.
Wow.
Here is your winner, Maddie Rankowski.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, one of the wild things about Rankowski, what you just saw there was the jazz stinger given to her by her trainer, Jazz herself. You want to talk about street cred, and I think we're going to hear from Maddie.
Are you kidding me? Are you in charge here? Who's in charge? Are you kidding me? I literally flew all the way from Texas, and you beat me, honey boo boo? What? Am I a joke? Do I look like a joke to you? Whatever, no one's counting. Show me. Yeah, exactly. WWN, this is your reality check. Maddie Rankowski is the main character of all of your lives.
What is this?
Well.
Yeah, that's Jada Stone here. Jada Stone coming out, interrupting Maddie. A lot of smack talk by that Maddie Rankowski, but what is going on here?
Thank you. Oh my God, y'all. It is the spark, Jada Stone, and you might be the main character, but baby, you ain't never been in the ring with anybody like me. And after tonight, you'll see why I always say, believe in my spark.
Oh, there you go. You just heard it. And I think it's a challenge for another match. That's what Maddie wanted.
Trevin Adams, that's what the kids nowadays call fire. Fire.
Of course, we didn't get to talk much about Maddie in the previous matchup. I already mentioned Jazz, Chris Marvel as well, involved in the training of Maddie Rankowski at the Hybrid School of Wrestling. Of course, the Jada Stone, the spark, about a year and a half in the sport, trained by Al Snow, Doug Basham. Not surprisingly, a regular at OVW.
Talking about PhD in professional wrestling.
Wow! The Matrix Invasion, man. Signs of AR Fox there, if you will. And the beautiful Hurricanrana now flying in with the elbow as well. Man, could you imagine if this is over as quick as it started? Ooh.
Fantastic.
Now that 2 knees in the corner, Meteora style, and rolling through, man. Right now, Jada Stone, she really is on fire.
Trevin, this broke knocked out the blade. Almost over as quickly as it started.
And I'm telling you, to my knowledge, it could be the first time these two ever face it off, but man, I don't think either one's gonna forget each other, and they're just starting this matchup. Ooh, a poke to the eye. Shocking from Rankowski, using the hair as well, Francisco.
Maddie's not afraid to stretch the rules.
And of course, Maddie's appeared on AEW Dark, NWA, Mission Pro. And I can't get over, once again, the endorsement from Jazz. Pinfall, 2 count only. Jazz, one of the best ever in the sport.
You absolutely are correct, Trevin. I mean, to get that kind of endorsement, you've got to mean something.
And to kind of foot stomp that point that was made, in Maddie Rankowski's world, she's the main character. Hashtag main character Maddie, by the way. Everyone else is a side character, hence that point about how she's the main character here in WWN. And the former college cheerleader at University of Louisville, Jada Stone, is not having a good time right now.
No, I mean, you take a look at this. You know, she came out to make a name for herself, and now look at the predicament she's in.
Chop right here. 2 absolutely talented young women. You got to think this early in their careers, they're only going to get better. And you notice that the hair pull there.
That's why I never make my hair do that.
I had a feeling. Again, official Nicole Emery doing her best here, but another junior official learning the hard way, just like that chop there, learning the hard way for Jada Stone. I think that spark might have been put out.
Tell you what, there's still some fight. There's still some spark. This ain't over yet.
And we're going to see as Maddie right now in full control, man. I'm serious. I think the last time I met somebody with an attitude like Maddie Rankowski might have been Brandy Lauren. Pinfall back in the Evolve days. That was an obnoxious girl, but
absolutely
Maddie's taking things to the next level there. course, now it's on Maddie to follow up. And of course, right now, Maddie, caught by the elbow, I was about to say, is in full control. And instead, just when I thought we were seeing Jada back, instead, crossface. This is bad for Jada Stone. Could be the end.
And Driven, she's nowhere near the ropes. So she's got to get herself in a better position here to get out of this.
Yeah, you can hear the WWN faithful trying to get behind Jada. Oof, what a forearm. That'll wake you up.
That's going to mess up your Saturday night.
Oh, ducking through, and wow, what a counter by Jada Stone and a savant kick.
Educated feet of Jada is absolutely fantastic.
Excuse me, I heard you talking about Brandy Lauren?
Brandy Lauren.
I heard you talking trash about Brandy Lauren?
Well, right now, Brandy, you're watching Maddie Rinkowski versus Jada Stone. How did we get you here?
Why, thank you. I just came to hang out. I love seeing new talent. And, I mean, frankly, how dare you even compare anyone to me? Everybody knows I am the queen of WWN. No, listen, you never did.
Well, you gotta watch out.
You never did. That's why I always had to get you beat up.
The main character could be coming for that throne right here, charging in, but no. Able to see the boots, but not the second one.
Man, both of these girls, though, let's be honest, are impressive.
No question. And right now, Jada Stone springboard into that moonsault, and this could be the end. Pin. She got her.
Wow. What a sick move.
What a matchup. And be careful what names you say, ladies and gentlemen. You never know who might show up.
Who's just sitting here listening and watching.
Told you, Travis.
Hey, Maddie Rinkowski, as impressive she was in her first match, found out. Be careful what you wish for. Jada Stone, big win here tonight. WWN Do or Die Showcase. And like you said, Brandy, just 3 young ladies we saw tonight, all of which I look forward to seeing much more of in the World Wrestling Network.
I can't wait to see even more women tonight, too. And I'll be back for that.
You're always welcome.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Better together again, no strangers here at the WWN Training Center, regulars at WWN Proving Ground, and I think what you'll find out, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time seeing Better Together, are a bit of an odd couple, but they've been together for just about ever, 8-9 years, and they're literally 2021-ish, and that's how long they've been wrestling, training together in Israel.
First Israeli tag team to ever grace the rings of the World Wrestling Network.
And of course, Ori Gold, the one who already ripped off the pants. Hadar Horvitz, the one who's begrudgingly coming along for the ride. Should be an interesting one.
These are 2 of my favorite guys in the entire world.
And their opponents.
Sean Moran, without his partner, I'm expecting to see Andy Mack any second now. I'll tell you, that's any indication of the unity to expect in this matchup. Not a good sign. Andy Mack not coming out at the same time as Sean Moore. And I don't know if Andy was getting pretty still as Sean was just ready to come out and get to action. We'll find out here, but as you can already guess, ladies and gentlemen, Better Together, regular tag team here in the sport of professional wrestling. Sean Moore, Andy Mack, put together really based on talent and opportunity and potential, if you will. Sean Moore starting things for his team. 8 years in the sport, trained by Lance Storm, Ultimo Guerrero, Shibata. I mean, this guy's had all different kinds of hands in helping him get better. Regular at Super Kick, CWA, Ringside Wrestling. And of course, in the case of Better Together, I already mentioned we are seeing them very often here in WWN Training Center as part of WWN Proving Ground. And they've been doing their most recent training at Flatbacks.
I've followed Better Together for the past 365 days, and to see how far they've come and how good they've got, it's unbelievable. One of the best tag teams in the entire country, bar none, hands down.
Of course, Ori Gold, the pomp and circumstance, but Sean Moore is having none of that. And now, again, the takedown by Sean Moore, former amateur wrestler at University of Virginia, the CIS and NAIA. I'm not going to lie, you can tell I'm reading those notes, but a black belt in Tang Soo Do, if I said that right as well. I think you can see here is the man is street cred when it comes to pulling you down on the mat, not a guy I'd screw with.
I think what you were trying to say was Tang Soo Do.
Thank you so much for saving me. The elbow there. Andy Mack, of course, started the show. Also been spending time with the Flatbacks guys. 7 years in the sport. And now going for that pin. Former champion in Memphis, Tennessee. Was the Memphis Rookie of the Year in 2016. Of course, since coming down here, Proving Ground, American Combat Wrestling. Really impressing.
If you're going to cut your teeth in a part of the country, cut your teeth in Memphis is absolutely out of this world.
Yeah, and I think the fact that he's been able to stand out just about everything he's done, everything from combat sports, taekwondo, etc., second-degree black belt, that's why he's the star of the show. And right now, Hadar Horvitz is the one finding out what it's like to have the star of the show take you down.
Well, Hadar's wondering, where's my partner? Where's Ori Gold? Where's the tag? He's got to make a tag soon. And
I guess Ori on his pants doesn't count. But Ori, of course, was able to go for the blind tag, but Andy Mack saw it coming, knew what to do, and a pair of inverted atomic drops.
He's handing out a party of inverted atomic drops.
Yeah, very impressive. Of course, Jordan Pavao, our official, nearly getting taken out here. Thankfully, Andy Mack was stopped before Jordan found out what it feels like to be tossed around by Andy Mack. But a little tandem action there. It looks like Sean Moore, Andy Mack are on the same page.
These guys are working together a lot better than I thought they were going to. I give them a lot of credit. They're working like a well-oiled machine, Trevor.
And Mack could tell that Better Together trying to cover up, and instead Ori Gold punched in the face and tossed in the ring.
And Ori Gold does not like getting punched in the face.
Yeah, and you saw Hadar trying to stop Andy Mack, but instead, however, that distraction, look what happened there.
That's what when you talk about guys that have been together as long as Better Together have, you're going to see a cohesive unit that brothers probably don't even have.
Yeah, and the mugging going on right now, Andy Mack in trouble. And I think we've talked quite a bit about the experience of Andy Mack, but I got to reiterate, when it comes to Better Together, the years in Israel, they were training together, know each other so well.
12 years old.
It's insane. It's insane. Now the pin. 2 count only here.
And you notice what they're about to do. They're cutting the ring off on Mack right now. They're going to wear him down. They're going to beat him down. They're going to make sure he can't make that tag, and they're going to put him away.
Yeah, and I love Ori Gold and all, man, but, you know, taking the time to do whatever whatever it is.
They're fun guys. They like to have a good time.
Don't know if that's helping, but right now, unfortunately for Andy Mack, those ropes are helping choke out the life, and it's continuing with Ori Gold.
And you see what's happening here, Trevin. He's getting the referee's attention. The partner's getting the referee's attention.
Oh no, Ori Gold does not realize Hadar's there. You would think the hair would give it away, Francisco.
You would think it would. You would think you reach back.
Was
Did
that
he
a
just
tag
tag him
on
with
the
his foot?
Is that legal?
I mean, the referee's allowing it to happen, so it must be legal.
Junior official here, George Maval, saying it is, so okay.
Ori is not happy. And when Ori's not happy, nobody's happy.
You've definitely seen a change in the demeanor here of Better Together as Hadar tags in. And what do we got? Not sure because Andy Mack was able to escape. Double escape, and now the tag to Sean Moore. And dude, I'm telling you, if I was going to get into a fight with anybody, I would want Sean Moore on my side. And I'd really just have Sean Moore do all the fighting.
All of it, every bit of the fighting.
The
I'll wait in the getaway car.
The intensity of this man is just mind-blowing. And that big boot taking out the face of Hadar, and I think this is it. No! Yakuza kick, man. It was just violence.
I'm telling you what, Better Together is in a lot of trouble right now.
And you can see when it comes to Hadar trying to just get his footing again, it's not going well. But wait, was that a rake to the face while the distraction from Ori Gold? Come on.
I didn't see anything, Trevin. I didn't see anything.
Oh, what a DDT. And now the tag. And I think tandem offense taking out Sean Moore, and this could be the end. They got him.
Here are your winners, Better Together.
What a matchup here tonight. A big win for Better Together.
Huge win for Better Together. Making a name for themselves here at WWN Do or Die. First Israeli tag team to grace the ring of World Wrestling Network. These guys are going to be future tag team champions.
Yeah, very hard to argue with that, Francisco. But got to give it to Andy Mack, Sean Moore. You got to think two individuals coming together, not having any time to repair or really gel other than an afternoon, and they pushed Better Together to the limit. But right now, I guess it's going through the threshold with Ari Gold and Hadar Horvitz.
Or he just wants to have fun. He wants to have fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following six-man tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Yeah, I hate being in Florida, but I love being here.
They begin at a combined weight of 610 pounds, the king of true
The Resolution. Not sure what that is, but that must be a thing that's happening. Of course, at this time, I'm joined by two men who might know a little something about some of these competitors. Both JJ Blake, Chris Malachite. Welcome, guys.
Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Very, very excited to be a part of the commentary team for this match. I very, very much enjoy, as you know, my tag team partner, Puma Johnson. But today he's joined by Xander Maddox and Baby Keith.
Yeah, but he's no KC Kareem, though, all right? You see this team over here, Nate Newton, KC Kareem. You see these guys over here? All right, this is what it's all about. These guys are going to take home.
There you go, Chris Malachite. Indeed, the Miami boys coming out. Sorry to interrupt, JJ Blake. And yeah, threw a little Chris Malachite music there for the team. No, you're injured right now.
They are honoring me. They are honoring me. Look, this is what I love about them. Fired up, getting the crowd absolutely fired up.
Yeah, they're fired up, but they're about to get a bucket of water tossed on them.
And indeed, for those of you not familiar, Chris Malachite, running buddies indeed with Puma Johnson, Xander Maddox, Baby Keith. And of course, JJ Blake, as you've already heard, a little bit of a bias when it comes to the other side of things, both having a hand in training one of the athletes and, of course, a little spin with the other two, huh?
It's not a bias, all right? I'm just saying that Casey Kareem and his team is just gonna take it home. Nathan Newton, I've worked with that guy before. Reggie Collins, he's a nice guy. I think he's a nice gentleman, and we should give him the benefit of the doubt. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm absolutely excited to see how this six-man is going to go down. It's going to be a lot of action to have to contain here in the WWN Training Center. So we've been talking about all night. This is the WWN Do or Die Showcase. All these athletes participating in the seminar today, all focused on adding to their talent, their capability. Now it's time to do or die, guys.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yep, do or die. The Miami boys. We're not going to do. Just saying. Just saying. Look at that.
If not, then the other boys might die because these Miami boys are serious. I run deep with them, as Trevor mentioned. Especially this guy right here, Puma Johnson, my tag team partner. If you've seen him before, you know exactly what to expect.
Okay, but look at that big, strong man, Nathan Newton, right there. All right, that man was in Texas. He's in Texas. All right, that's a big, strong state.
Yeah, indeed.
That's a big, strong Canadian.
Nathan Newton, 5 years in the sport. You already said it when it comes to just really the background, the training. Everybody from Booker T, Kevin Bernard, I bet you had a hand in him too, Daryl Sharma, etc.
This man is set up for success. He was down there with Booker T. I saw it, I witnessed it. He was down there with me. He was down there with everybody. All right, and then Miami.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but
I didn't get interrupted.
But I think it's not sorry to interrupt you there, but I think it's kind of proving my point there.
Tag.
See something about Puma that a lot of people don't know is I actually had my first match with Puma. Puma's first match was with me, and then ever since then I already knew he was destined for success.
And that double drop kicks there. Now, Xander Maddox did about 4 years in the sport, trained by Soulman Alex G, and a certain vampire you might have heard of, Gangrel. Man that's been really impressing here in WWN Proving Ground. But it's a bit of a different setting here tonight, guys.
Absolutely. Xander Maddox has been nothing besides that, he's been nothing but impressive over here in WWN.
Yeah, he looks good. Miami boys look good. All right, I'll give you that. That's a pretty drop kick. That's a lot of pretty drop kicks. All right, here comes Casey Kareem, the true American dream. He's going to take it home, baby. He's going to take the dream. It's going to be the nightmare. It's a nightmare for this man right now. He's living in a nightmare. What you got to say to that?
Man, I will say, he is impressive. He is impressive. Impressive physique, impressive strength, but then again, Xander with the impressive quickness right there.
Well, that's it. As much as Casey Kareem comes in here with a lot of street cred, and honestly, JJ Blake, obviously the big hand in training Casey Kareem, and of course all the time he spent, New Texas Pro Wrestling, part of the Texas Contender Series, etc. This is on-the-job training. This is how you find out what it's like having to face guys with years in the sport. Total elimination, come on.
Double team, I love to see it. Miami boys on top.
Pin. But credit to Casey, kicks out.
He kicked out. And I was going to say, just put this out here. Okay, he's getting attacked by 2 men. All right, and he's still kicking out. All right, them boys got to double team people. They got to jump people. All right, Casey Kareem is a man of honor. All right, he's the true American dream. Everybody wants to be that man. And your boys, they're going to want to beat him too after we're finished with this.
Of course, Baby Keith, when he's not making his own beats and dropping those rhymes, is that what the kids say now? He's awesome in the ring, man.
Absolutely.
Oh!
No.
Oh, no.
And I could not tell exactly who got on the ropes right there, but I'm getting the feeling it was Reggie Collins.
So what were you saying about jumping?
Hold on, pin. Wow, Baby Keith just kicks out.
Casey Kareem took that man off the top rope and suplexed him into the ground. No, he didn't get jumped? What happened? Tell me.
He did, but not by himself. I'm pretty sure one of your boys took
one of your boys. No. Reggie Collins, man, he's getting in here. He's handling business. Like I said, I like the guy. He's a nice guy. That man's a smart man, you know, as you can see. He was very smart.
And you notice the quick tag as soon as Reggie got in. Now tagging Nathan, keeping Baby Keith cut off, and you're seeing just some unity here in this six-man.
Keeping it fresh. You got to keep it fresh. You got to rotate it out. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I will admit this is a good strategy for him. Fresh tags in and out. The Baby Keith's got to get out of that corner.
Ooh. And Kareem impressing right now, keeping a lot of trouble. And I'm telling you, I've been all day really impressed by just the confidence of Kareem. Pinfall. No, not quite.
Confidence. Look at him. I trained him. I taught him everything he knows. That smile, that smug smile. He think he had it in the bag, but he gonna get in the bag now.
And
that's where he got the smoke mouth. Okay.
And of course,
Watch yourself.
our official Dylan Hamler doing his best to try to call things down the middle. It's tough, though, with this many bodies to have to watch all at once, guys.
Absolutely. Baby Keith on top, man. This is what I love to see right here from the Miami boys.
Well, you see the Dreamkeeper trying to get out of the way. Oh, wow, catching with a drop kick, but the damage was done to Kareem. Pin.
Baby Keith tried to be smooth. He really tried to be smooth. I'll give him credit. Okay, he does a little pump fake action. It didn't work, though. It didn't work. All right, what you got? What Baby Keith got now? What he got now? Yeah, look, he right where the other guy was. What's up?
And you see the choke right here, but again, I'm absolutely worried about Kareem after that drop kick and the way the landing was. We'll find out when Kareem gets back to his feet how well he's walking. Oh, I don't disagree.
He's taking care of business right now.
Cream of the crop, as he says.
Cream of the crop. He's a cream of the crop. He's going to rise to the top of the American dream. You know, why don't you talk to him? Maybe he has something.
Yeah, keep.
He didn't pull the hair. His hand got caught. He got long hair. The hair's too long. That's not him. Kareem got his hair tied up. Okay, he got his hair put away.
And the junior official here, Dylan Hamler, giving a little bit of latitude as Reggie tagged in. We'll see if Reggie stays in long enough for me to say anything nice about Reggie. About 6.5 years in the sport, trained by MCW Pro Wrestling. Tate Griffin, Jake Davis. Dude has definitely impressed, especially places like the Elite Pro Wrestling Alliance in West Virginia. And now that count, not quite a little nonchalant, huh, guys?
I think a little too much. You cannot underestimate Baby Keith. If you've seen Baby Keith in action, if you've seen him in action, you cannot.
I've seen him in action. I'm impressed, but not that impressed.
Pin. 2 count only. I'll give you something impressive when it comes to Reggie Collins, man. First, physically got a wrestling ring at the age of 7, joined a ring crew at the age of 9, and then before becoming a wrestler, cut his teeth doing what we're doing here when it comes to announcing, literally being a referee, learning every job in the sport, and wow, what a slap, but did not stop Reggie. Been impressed by this young man as well, and Baby Keith maybe in some trouble there.
Yeah, you know, he deserved it. He deserved it. And he deserved it.
Impressive accolades, but...
Yeah, the fisherman, but now the pin. Kareem being tagged in. And I think any of the concerns out about a Kareem are absolutely nothing to worry about. He's absolutely resilient.
American Dream. Call him the American Dream.
Sure. It's a brand new moniker in professional wrestling. We'll go by the American Dream for this young man. Chin breaker, creating separation.
Absolutely original, you're right.
But I can take nothing away from either of these athletes, and especially Baby Keith's been fighting for a while and still going.
He's in there fighting for his life, fighting against the nightmare. He's the nightmare right now.
Oh, gets out of the way. Keith really needs to find his corner.
Oh.
The neck breaker, man. Is this going to be that moment to create the separation?
Hopefully. He's been in there for a while. He needs to tag in either Xander or Puma.
He can tag whoever. My guy needs to make a tag.
Well, your man needs to make dreams come true here if Kareem's going to win.
You give it a second. He's going to make a dream come true. Give it a second.
And could it be the tag? Nathan Newton tagged in, but so is Xander Maddox.
Let's go, Xander.
And of course, Xander, man, the growth I've seen in the last year from Xander Maddox
has been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
And of course, Newton getting kicked here in phenomenal shape, but shape will only get you so far. Step up into Guri, rocking Newton. And guys, this could be the end.
Oh, absolutely not. No, absolutely. Oh, here we come.
Well, I think Kareem might have picked the wrong time to be doing the jaw jack in here. Does not realize Puma Johnson's waiting. And I think that Puma's about to pounce.
Do what you do best and pounce.
Yes! Knocking out all the breath out of Kareem.
He just needs a break.
Oh, no.
See what you did there, Reggie. Ace crusher from Baby Keith. Everybody's down.
And whoever gets up first.
It looks like it's Newton.
There we go. There we go. We got it in the bag.
Oh, man. Planted.
Absolutely. No.
I'm going to be honest, guys. Who's legal at this point?
I think I'm having a hard time keeping it up for myself.
I'm going to go with these two.
Yeah. I think everyone else agrees.
Oh, strength on display. Nathan Newton.
That's one thing I was scared about this entire match. You know, his strength has been
That spinning forearm rocks Newton. Ripcord trip. That sweep into the kick.
Xander with the speed. If there's one thing Xander has, it's absolute speed that can't be matched.
This might be the end. Pinfall. He got him.
Yes. The Miami boys are up. They have made me proud.
Hey, I'm going to say it right now. All 6 athletes absolutely impressed here. But Chris Malachite, you got to be happy, man.
I am ecstatic, extremely happy. The best thing, aside from healing, is watching these guys finally get the win in. That's what I'm talking about.
The Miami boys got it, all right? They got it. They got it in the bag. They're exceptional athletes. They got it and took care of business. They were smooth as ice, and I got nothing bad to say. Whatever.
Thank you very much. That's all I really wanted to hear.
Hey, and again, Nathan Newton, KC Kareem, Reggie Collins, 3 athletes. Not like they normally tag, came together tonight and pushed the Miami boys pretty hard, man, given these guys are a regular trio.
Exactly, they pushed them to the limit. That's what I just want to make sure everybody knew that. Everyone knows that they pushed them to the limit.
And that's how you know it's do or die, gentlemen.
The following 8-man tag team contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first.
Eight-man tag. There's going to be bodies absolutely everywhere. You thought the 6-man was crazy here. JJ, this is going to be nuts.
Yeah, we just took it and turned it up 1 level. And these guys look mean. I ain't going to lie. These guys look pretty mean.
And I got news for you. Each and every one of the guys you'll see in this matchup, they're hungry to impress.
In their opponents.
Got a regular tag team in Los Bandoleros. Toad Felix, no stranger as well to the Bandoleros. And of course, Danny King, brand new, never had the opportunity to meet any of these guys before today, JJ.
They haven't, so this is what's going to make it so interesting, is none of these guys have met before. So it's something new for each one of them. So we're going to see who comes out on top.
I'm definitely excited. Curious to see who's going to start it on each side here. Looks like Angel Alvarado, perhaps?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
And when you talk about some experience from an officiation perspective, Anthony Wayne, 23 years, our official here, senior official. Been all over Kentucky, Tennessee. Definitely excited to be able to bring that kind of knowledge here at the WWN Do or Die Showcase. Of course, in the case of Tone Felix, we've seen him quite a bit in WWN Proving Ground, but a man who's really been changing himself after about 10 years training locally here, has been hanging out reality wrestling, hanging out with Low Key. And of course, Angel Alvarado, 3 years out of Maryland Championship Wrestling. RJ the Bruiser Meyer helping train Alvarado. So I'm pretty excited here, JJ.
Yeah, those are all great places. We're gonna see all this knowledge in one ring and see how they utilize it, because you have the South, you have Florida, you have Texas, you have Maryland, the East Coast, you have all these different ingredients in one match. So I'm excited for this.
And when it comes to Tone, really, this is one of those guys. Tried to talk to him, but absolutely one of those people kind of comes off brooding. It's really tough to get a feel for this young man.
He's intense. He's focused on the competition. He's focused on taking home the W. He just wants to get in there and do what he does best. And I understand that. That's everybody in there.
And of course, Brian Atomic now tagged in. I'm telling you right now, Atomic, another regular here at WWN, Training Center. Tone and Brian know each other well, but here comes Rafael Delgado. Man who was on commentary earlier, Francisco Chiazzo trained Delgado. Another man I've watched just get better and better over the last 2 years is Nick Quinones, Los Bandoleros partners tagged in. And you're seeing some smart unity here.
I like Delgado. I like Delgado.
Quinones, man, this is a guy with a story from the perspective of PTSD awareness, his time in the military. I'm not going to talk about it right now because here comes Danny King. King, though, brand new. I was going to say, you know a little something about King.
I know everything about King because I trained him too.
Yeah, another man participated in the Texas Contender Series. Really excited. He says he's about dream pop.
He's dream pop, baby. He has fans all over the world. He's smart. He's handsome. They all know it.
Well, that's it. So he's a pop star internationally, but where can I find the music? Pin. Broken up by Angel.
The other referee needs to get control of the match, man. Look, Danny King, oh, Danny King on the Instagram.
Yeah. Oh. In the wrong neighborhood, Abdul taking out Danny King. And fortunately for young King, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed while the official was distracted. Yeah, find what happens when the ring gets cut off.
You know, and I told him, hey, look, you the pretty boy in the match, they're going to go for you. I told him. And he got caught slipping, but let's see where we go from here.
Yeah, and of course, I already mentioned once again, Atomic. The time he spent also been hanging out with Loki lately. He was the once ACW Cruiserweight champion here in WWN, and he just says, literally, you hear the word Atomic, man. That was an Atomic tag. Now it's Atomic
chop.
stand on the Atomic chop and Atomic stand on the apron. Be careful if you start talking to him. You'll start doing it too. Trust me. Abdul, on the other hand, 4 years in the sport, trained by Santino Brothers, Inoki Sports. Dude's got some street cred, man. And the strength that's on display. Abdul Al-Khalil. Definitely one of those guys I knew would be intimidating. But speaking of intimidating, Brother Moon Revin, I didn't even get a chance to go near that man. I just pretty much turned the other way. I don't know about you, sir.
I walked around him. Multiple times. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm not saying I can handle myself, but I mean, now I'm feeling compelled to go down there and put hands on him because I don't like the way he's throwing my boy around like that.
Wait, and it seems like this is a guy that's went through some mental trauma, and you know, if you listen to anything he's ever said, he starts talking about being made whole and how he's many, and I think there's some personalities going on here, and unfortunately for Danny King, he's on the other end of a beating.
Look, they're not going to take my boy down. They're not going to keep him down. He's tough. He's smart. He's handsome. He can dance. He's going to find a way out of this. I promise he's going to find a way out of this. He's had his first match already. He didn't fare too well in that match, teacher versus student, but he had his first match already.
Oh, pin. Wow, broken up by Tone Felix. I was about to say this match didn't go that way either, JJ.
The kid's resilient. That's teamwork right there, knowing that he's going to get in there and break that pin up to give him a chance to breathe.
Dual man, regular traditional wrestling entertainment. 22 Wrestler of the Year there. Showing it now with the pin. Just the muscle on this guy, man. I would not mess with Abdul Al-Khalil.
Yeah, I want to talk to who's in charge here, man, because you got these some big, mean dudes. And you're saying they're trained by Loki and stuff, man. I'm just kind of feeling some kind of way right now. This is an unsafe work environment.
It's definitely a dangerous work environment for Danny King. Danny, though, rolling him up. Almost puts away Alvarado. Alvarado would have been obviously incensed. Says he's a cook because he's a chef in the ring. Maybe that's what we're seeing right now as the ingredients being tossed in the corner.
1 star. He's probably 1 star. Let's be real here. Probably 1-star wrestler. He probably has a 1-star on DoorDash, okay? Let's not get excited. What the ref needs to do, though.
Well, that's the problem right now, is being played like a fiddle. Unfortunately, Anthony Wayne, despite the years of experience, you know how it goes, man. 8-man tag, it is almost impossible to control things as Revin's tagged in again.
Yeah, it's a wild west. You got too many things. You got too many athletes to look at. You got too many people to keep track of. So that's what's so dangerous about these matches. And I've told Dana this. Hey, you got to keep your head on a swivel, and that's why.
Pin shoulders were almost down there. Revin
so
was
big.
Well, you just said it. The size of Revin was hard to maintain and control by Danny King, and what a boot. And the man right now that's a regular at Showcase Pro Wrestling, Powerhouse Pro, they've all seen the monster in action. Definitely a dude. Once again, we both said it. No one was going near throughout the night. I wonder if even the partners could plan with Brother Moon Revan for this matchup.
You know, you're gonna go in all kind of ways, man. I don't even know. I just know that Danny King needs to make a tag right now. You get Delgado back in there. That's a strong boy right there. He needs to get make a tag. He needs to make a tag right now. That's why those guys are staying on top of him. They know if he makes a tag, it's gonna be over. He's just a young kid. This is his first 6, 8. How many people are in the ring? 8-man tag match. I can't keep track of who's beating on him. He needs to make that tag and keep his life. Oh, there we go.
The enziguri, but was not enough. Did not connect close enough to take out Angel Alvarado, and unfortunately for Danny King, could be in trouble. Maybe trying again. This time does connect. And you said it. If Danny King does not make it to the corner, and it didn't happen, here's Brian Atomic. Did we mention to be a little chaotic here in this 8-man?
Yeah, Atomic knew he was in trouble. He knew he was in trouble. The man knew he was in trouble.
Miscue. Smart move by Danny, able to use his opponent, Angel, as a weapon to take out Atomic. Danny's got to get their Tone Felix tagged in.
Made it. Here we go, Felix. Get him. Get him, Felix. Hey.
Now the pin, but broken up by the senton by the big man, Abdul.
That man is too big. They're all too big.
And the old saying used to go, where's the beef? Well, there's the beef.
There we go.
Delgado with a huge spear. I've already said it, a regular WWN Proving Ground, former WWN, or should I say ACW Tag Team Champion. What a spear again with Nick Quinones. Delgado now going for the pin. Oh, broken up quickly by Revan.
These guys are so sinister, man. There's nothing worse than
There's Danny King trying to come to the rescue. It's like facing the monster that's been destroying you. And unfortunately, King just found out. Oh, low bridge. I stand corrected. King maybe saved the day here. Where's Tone going? Up and over. Air Tone, quite impressive.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
The Gamengiri connects. Angel in trouble, but inside of the ring, there it was. Abaddon, pinfall. They got him. You saw the darkness connect there from Los Bandoleros. Abaddon, very impressive. Former, like I said, ACW Tag Team Champions, unifying with young Danny King as well as Tone Felix. Pretty good for an 8-man, huh?
That was excellent. That was excellent, man. They took care of it. They took care of each other. They worked like a well-oiled machine. I like this site right here. This is great. This is amazing.
Still got to give it all the athletes involved in this matchup. Would love to see all these men back in the WWN ring, and we still got more to come.
We got more to come. I can't wait. I can't wait to watch the rest of it. Let's get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following women's match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. She hails from Melbourne, Australia. She is that first-class bitch, Aisha.
Well, Aisha, even in her intro, makes it very clear. And no relation to the words that were just said, Brandy Lauren is back in the booth.
I'm back. Who's this new guy?
I mean, JJ Blake.
Hey, watch JJ Blake, all right? All right.
Okay, yeah, sure. You already know who I am. I don't need any introduction. Everybody knows who Brandy Lauren is.
Who was that again?
Excuse you? Fire him, Trevin.
Oh, hold on, guys. Here comes Aisha.
I am the FCB. That is the first class bitch. And I flew first class all the way from Australia to grace America with my presence.
I like her.
Of course class, sophistication, and intelligence. And looking around here, I see none of that. Open your eyes. You know what I see? I see dumb-looking, trashy, lazy Americans.
I I mean, listen, just most of them, not people like me.
I don't want to keep looking at you, or you. So bring on my opponent.
She has a good attitude. I really like her.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Well, the young lady that's about to come out here, Tiny Tonally, might be able to change that attitude with a few suplexes.
Oh my God, this girl is 3 foot tall.
Puerto Rico, season 2-time amateur freestyle state wrestling champion, Tiny Tonally.
Young lady, we are no strangers to at the WWN Training Center, regular on WWN Proving Ground. Those of you get to see Tiny Tonally for the first time, well, you're going to figure out pretty quickly the street cred that comes with this young lady.
We'll see about that. She looks like a little ant.
Look, Bree, your girl's about to get it. All right.
Like, what's she doing? She's just smacking herself.
Well, maybe you want to talk about credentials when it comes to amateur wrestling. 2017 Florida Women's Folk Style Wrestling State Champ, 2-time Florida Women's Freestyle Wrestling State Champ, 3-time South Florida Women's Wrestling State Champ, and I've only read about half of it, but now we're into the lockup.
Okay, so, and Tiny, right?
Tiny Tonally.
Okay.
Suplex Queen.
Oh, okay. All right. You hear that? Suplex
We'll see
Queen.
about that. There's a big difference between amateur wrestling and pro wrestling, so we'll see.
And of course, Aisha, 6 years in the sport, starting out at the PCW Academy in Melbourne, Australia, currently hanging out at Flatbacks. Definitely getting that street cred grad school, so to speak, right?
And look at her. How pretty.
She's stunning. She's stunning.
She gets
is. Look at her. She commands her own presence, but not right now. She's on her back. But you get it. She commands her own presence, but she's just not nice.
Well, as I already stated, Tiny Tonally, man, definitely been very impressive. Seen her places like Mission Pro, Fight Pro, Combat Fights Unlimited, and muscling around Aisha.
I guess ants can carry up to 100 times their body weight, right?
The pin.
Just literally carried her and then decided I'm going to suplex her. She did that. All right, so I'm just saying, man, you're hating. You're being a hater right now.
I judge based off of your attitude, you know?
Attitude?
A good attitude takes you a long way.
A good attitude?
Yes.
Who has a good attitude?
Me.
Well, in the ring, the poke in the eye right there, changing the attitude, if you will, of Tiny Tonally.
That's smart. That's smart.
Handful of hair as well.
Strategy.
I'm not gonna say it's not smart. I'm just saying that she was in trouble. Your girl's in trouble.
Pin. Quick kick out by Tiny Tonally. Of course, say what you will about Aisha's attitude. The reality of the situation is very accomplished in Australia. Held tag team gold multiple places. Heck, anybody that wrestles someplace called Deathmatch Down Under, I don't want to mess with.
Okay. Yeah, so the down under part right there, like we already know that everything there tries to kill you. So, yeah, that's a little unsettling.
And places like Melbourne City Wrestling as well, well known here even in the States. And I've been impressed by really pretty much, everything either athlete's done thus far. And that Bulldog could be the exclamation point here on the end. Pin.
Yeah, that was nice, but
That was a thing of beauty.
it was, but I mean,
She's
you know,
beautiful.
when Tiny gets up, she's gonna be beautifully slammed to the ground with many suplexes, folk suplexes, all kind of suplexes.
Stop, you talk too much.
Pin. For Aisha with that leg lariat just rocking Tiny, looking for the win. Really first time outside of Australia getting to make her U.S. debut. Could be a big deal if there's a win here for Aisha in the United States.
Yeah, and I'm glad that that could be done here. This is amazing. Everything's amazing here. I don't know about her attitude, but hey, man, you know
Listen,
what? Good for
my
her.
women's division has come a long way.
Yeah, I love Tiny. She's awesome.
Trying to muscle up Tiny is Aisha. Now into that camel clutch. Tiny's in trouble, and Aisha, of course, been bragging about flying first class from Australia. What the heck does that cost? You would probably know, Brandy.
I believe about like $4,000 or $5,000, maybe more. Sometimes up to 10, depending on what seat you get.
Ooh, head
I was
first.
gonna say I would not want to be in that position, and she paid for it.
I only fly first class as well.
Do you all fly together?
No, I fly by myself in like a single bed.
Y'all never hung
You
out
never
before?
know.
You never visited her?
No, but she seems like she has a good
Wait, roll up.
And this is my women's division, so I can decide whatever I want.
That small package nearly kept down
Trevor
Aisha.
Right, Trevor?
Yes, ma'am.
My women's division.
Going for that spinning leg lariat again and was caught instead by Tiny Donnelly. Told you, man, suplex queen. Tiny's putting it on display.
Queen, that sounds amazing. Nice ring to it.
Well, and Tiny's also been hanging out with Low-Key lately, so you got to think there's that killer instinct, the gut wrench with ease after the Les Artest lift.
We're all beautiful in our own way. Right now, it's beautiful the way she's suplexing her.
And those legs were seen by Tiny, and now Tiny catching a prone.
Oh my God.
Aisha.
So how many different suplexes has she done this match? Are you counting?
Well, that ricochet into that German, that's got to be the end. Pinfall. Wow. Aisha's still in it. Up, straps coming down.
Come on.
What kind of suplex you think she's about to do now?
Well, she is the Women's Collegiate Wrestler 2017 to 2020, so I think we're about to find out the hard way, or maybe not. Aisha able to use the ropes as a weapon. One of the big differences between amateur wrestling and Future Shock DDT is that going to be the end? It is.
That's why it pays to be smart.
Man, very impressive by both athletes, but Aisha right there picking up that big win, the first class DDT as she calls it, coming up with the win.
What'd she call it?
She calls it the first class DDT.
First class DDT.
And it was beautiful. Look at that.
I was about to say, Aisha, she's going to be something. This is great. Like, she looked great in there, but the first class DDT, she needs to tone it down.
You just need to shut up.
She needs to tone it down.
You just need to shut up. You're annoying.
Wait, what she said?
She gets it. She's smart. She's smart. Unlike half the people around here, like Trevor.
She calls herself a bee. How do you like someone like that?
You know what? I'm going to go make friends.
Yeah, go for your friend. I'm not finding friends here. I want to be your friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. He hails from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 265 pounds. He is the Kingpin, Demarcus Kane.
As Demarcus Kane makes a very impressive interest here at the WWN Training Center, I'm joined by superstar Sean Davis. What do you think so far of the Do or Die Showcase?
Trevor Abs, I'm so excited to be at WWN's Do or Die Showcase tonight. We've seen so much exciting talent that I'm personally scouting possibly for future endeavors in Heartbreak Enterprises. And somebody that's right at the top of my list is right here in Demarcus Kane. Just look at this man. He oozes stardom right here.
Very hard to argue, but I think you're going to find the young man on the way here to the ring. Speed is going to be a weapon.
Well, I would say it would have to be against this guy. You'd have to be Godzilla to face this guy in a power-to-power situation. Look at him.
He is from the future, weighing in at 150 pounds. He is the man of the future, Techno.
According to Techno, he's traveled back to present day to find what he calls the anomaly, which could apparently be anyone, anywhere, and whoever or whatever the anomaly is a serious threat. So, man is on a mission, not someone I would mess with, and I hope you're not the anomaly, Sean.
Well, I want to know, is it true this guy is the nephew of the legendary Lasertron from the 80s? He kind of looks like him a little bit. Well, I've never seen anything like this guy, I'll say that.
Definitely going to be a clash of styles. But you're going to hear WWN faithful getting behind Techno. Of course, Demarcus Kane, man, 12 years in the sport, trained by the Bruiser at the MCW Pro Wrestling Training Center. And I don't know if that's not a little facetious there, a little duplicitous in the demeanor, if you will, of Demarcus Kane.
I don't know if Demarcus Kane's taking this guy serious yet, but But I know, looks can be deceiving. I mean, this is an interesting character he's going to face here. I'm sure he's going to have an unorthodox style, so Demarcus Kane better be ready for anything.
Yeah, and of course, in the case of Techno, only about a year formally has he been here in our sport looking for the anomaly. He's been around the Monster Factory, been around Dynamite Championship, even MCW. I wonder if he's bumped into Demarcus Kane before. Of course, Demarcus, an MCW Rage TV champion, is the strengths on display. Dude won the ECWA Super 8 tournament, and I don't think
really
the big man realizes that Techno just landed on his feet.
And leg attack, that's smart. Maybe go for the knees. There we go.
And I'm telling you, Demarcus Kane catches Techno. Techno's in trouble, but Techno keeps moving like that. Well, before I even got the words out of my mouth, Demarcus might have just ended things.
Demarcus Kane might not be taking him serious enough right now, but I mean, I can't really blame him at this point. Just look at the sheer power. Whoa, but he stuck out from behind. And took out the knee again. Smart, very smart.
Absolutely what you have to do right now. Now the pin kicked right out with authority.
Oh my goodness.
Demarcus Kane, man. We've already talked about he's not only won Super 8, he was the ECWA heavyweight champion, a PCW heavyweight champion, WXW Tag Team champion. I mean, this dude's held gold everywhere he's went in the sport. A man like that, how you not, right?
Well, again, Techno's very smart here because big men notoriously have knee problems. I mean, it's just part of life.
Oh! Good God, what a kick!
Lord!
If there was a knee problem right now, it don't matter because Techno be down.
Oh my God, I don't know. Techno might totally actually be in outer space right now mentally. Man.
Yeah, Demarcus.
Oh man, this guy brings it, Trevin. Oh my God.
Had a bit of a tough background, was once in the streets, and now he's running the streets, he says, and it's kind of hard to argue.
My Lord, everything this guy does is just brutal.
And picture this, he does kickboxing. He's karate trained. Did you picture him? Played football once upon a time. I think anybody that's ever crossed this man has felt that. What a meal Techno's been taught.
You almost threw him into the next county. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, and I think everybody at MCW Pro Wrestling has found out, and we're seeing it here at the WWN Do or Die Showcase. Demarcus Kane is the real deal. And I can see why you wanted to come watch him as a blue chipper for Heartbreak Enterprises.
My goodness. I want to know if the WWN Proving Ground Heavyweight Champion, Jonathan Hudson, is watching this match right now on a monitor behind the scenes, because this is a guy, if he wanted to plant his flag in WWN.
No,
I mean,
whoa! What? Look at the time on the suplex, and I don't disagree. But of course, if I'm Jonathan Hudson in our main event coming up shortly, having to face James Runyon, Mr. Marvelous, I would be very focused on tonight before I worry about monsters like Demarcus.
That's going to be a great fight. That's going to be a great fight. I can't wait to see that. Jonathan Hudson's proven himself to be a true fighting champion at Proving Ground.
And Jordan Paval, our referee, doing his best here to...
I'm so impressed. I am so impressed with Demarcus Kane right now. Here we go. Press slam over the head.
Please not into the crowd.
Oh my God. He could literally do anything he wants with this guy at this point. And he brings reversal into the DDT.
And when you least expect it, here comes Techno. And what height was that? I mean, you're talking coming from 10 feet down. The spike.
He definitely used leverage to his advantage there. And Demarcus Kane is hurt right now. I do believe he is hurt.
Yeah, but you can see the effects that have been done to Techno throughout this matchup. Even with the mask, you can just tell this guy is in pain. And the question is Techno going to even get to capitalize on what just happened?
Well, he's still struggling. Obviously, his back is hurting. But he needs to get on Demarcus Kane if he has any chance of taking this monster down for good. Right back to the knees. Again, a very, very sound strategy.
And that sweep right there.
I don't care how big and bad you are, those constant shots to the knees, I mean, that's going to wear you down one way or the other.
And the question now is, would this be a bit of an upside here? I think I just said the obvious, but still.
Yeah, I think so.
Just proves to tell you there's a reason, guys, making it through the seminar today, what they've learned, what they've come in here with, looking to prove, hence the idea of the Do or Die Showcase. Techno, man, this will be the biggest win of his career, at least in our present time.
He's signaling to something. I don't know if it's maybe he's just saying it's time to end it and go into, what is it he's looking for again?
The anomaly.
Maybe he's going into the anomaly, whatever that means.
I think that's what he's trying to catch, but caught by Demarcus Kane.
Catch. Oh my gosh.
And I don't think that's gonna go well.
Yeah.
Checkmate. This is it.
That's over.
Demarcus Kane wins.
Here is your winner, Demarcus Kane.
And I'm gonna give it to Techno, man. Dude tried, dude showed out against a man twice his size, but tonight, Demarcus Kane thus far, superstar, man. I think people who are watching this Do or Die showcase are gonna remember Demarcus Kane, and honestly, if you have to sit on the other side of the ring from this man, you're gonna be, well, you're gonna hopefully have some dark pants on. That's all I have to say.
You know, I think I'd be reconsidering my career choices if I had to get in the ring with this guy. Well, it looks like he's got Michael James is gonna get a word from him.
Demarcus Kane, great match tonight, victorious against Techno. Now I see why they call you the Kingpin.
Damn right. Ladies and gentlemen, what you have here is just another pawn on the Kingpin's board. Checkmate.
Demarcus Kane, everybody.
Man, a few words made the point. No one's gonna argue. You want to be called the Kingpin? You want to call the people you knock over pawns? Man, I am not arguing.
No, sir. I was extremely impressed. I heard a lot about him, and it did not disappoint one bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. He hails from West Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 183 pounds. He is the Gucci Man, Versace Prince, the Don of Louis Vuitton. He is the Trust Fund Kid, Blake.
I'll tell you, Sean, if anybody knows how hard it can be, it's the Trust Fund Kid, or so his, whatever that quote is at the beginning of his entrance theme is. Spoiled brat, but a very talented spoiled brat.
Well, I was going to say, I mean, he's definitely not a crowd favorite here at the WWN Training Center, but the kid has got talent. I'll say that. The kid can get in there, and he gets the job done. Spoiled rich kid or not.
And his opponent. Here from Sinaloa, Mexico, weighing in at 170 pounds, he is from Morning Star, Rudy Garza.
I think anybody that can shut up Blake Banks is going to be very popular here at the WWN Training Center. The Morning Star, Rudy Garza, an athlete who has definitely been impressed by throughout the day, everything I've seen Rudy Garza do. Can't wait to see him here in a WWN ring, trained by Booker T.
Yeah, I would say Rudy Garza is definitely one of the standouts today.
Hey, undefeated. He began undefeated at Reality of Wrestling, and he's even defeated Booker T himself.
Well, this right here could be the show stealer of the night. I'm looking forward to this one.
You ready? You ready? Ring the bell!
And what's very impressive here when it comes to Garza is not only his in-ring side of things, but from the perspective of once was a GCAC all-conference runner, NAIA All-American. Fully admit that I'm reading those stats, so I'm sorry if I screwed up college sports ball. I'm not very good at that, but the fact that anybody can be that much of an athlete. and be smart. He's got a dual bachelor's of science, applied mathematics, and he's an actuary.
Well, there you go.
And his argument is he's the morning star because he's the spotlight.
Okay. Well, let's see what he can do against Blake Banks here. There we go. So far, he's out wrestling Banks.
Well, and much more experience, too. Probably about twice as many years as Blake Banks.
Smart move. He's isolating the arm while he's working the side headlock.
As much as I've seen a lot of improvement from Blake Banks, I think there's sometimes those pivotal moments in the matchup where Banks will be spending more time pretending to shoot money into the crowd or
He
whatever.
definitely
Juvenile thing.
He loses his attention. He gets distracted by the fans catcalling him and making fun of him. He needs to stay on point here if he has a chance against Garza. Smart move right there.
Yeah, the second time, dare say there was some hair there, too.
But here we go again. We're distracted with the crowd.
Oh, now the kick in the breadbasket, though. At least we're seeing some fire here from Banks, despite that momentary distraction. But official Dylan Hamler going to have his hands full trying to keep an eye on Blake Banks. And how about the agility right now of Rudy Garza?
Very impressive. This big high hip toss followed by the drop kick. Elbow into the corner. What's he going for?
Both the boots right to the ribs of Blake Banks with all that momentum. Pinfall.
Oh, that was close.
I would have believed it. I would have honestly believed that was it. And here's the situation. These guys know, all eyes on this WWN Do or Die showcase. You want to be the one that people are talking about right now.
No doubt about it. This is an extremely important day overall for the talent on this event. They want to leave their mark here in WWN in front of everybody that's going to be watching their matches. Oh, high risk move and ouch. Looks like he twisted his right knee or ankle right there. It looks like his knee.
Yeah, definitely the situation, Superstar. And that's the thing is, I think Garza was taking a little too long, Blake Banks a little too fresh, and then that landing, as you pointed out, could be changing the complexion of this matchup.
Banks being nice and aggressive here. I like that. I like to see the aggressiveness coming out of this kid. Like you said, he definitely is not a kid that's from the streets and has had a rough life.
No.
But you know what? He's showing that he can get down and dirty when he needs to.
Well, and I think that's one of the things that has been helping Blake Banks get those wins despite the dab. Pinfall. Nope, 2 count only. You know, Banks can talk about all the nice things, the Gucci's, the Versace's, the insert your favorite expensive brand here, but it's what happens in the ring.
Is he old enough to drink brandy? I don't know. Is he?
That's a great question. Garza putting on the brakes. Blake, credit though, was able to come in, hit Garza, knock the wind out. That sunset flip though. Hey, the fundamentals, sometimes the things that can be the biggest difference maker in a matchup. What a beautiful drop kick as well. And that's the thing, I think Garza is crisp in everything he does. And, you know, for those who have followed Garza for a while, you've noticed he's had a bit of a different change when it comes to how he handles things in the ring, trying to follow the rules. And, oh, cross body. Now the pin. 2 count only. And
looked like he was going to go for maybe a moonsault off the second rope, but he might have had a little problem there, but he changed direction right away and still got that cross body. Well, so he's obviously, this guy is a smart veteran wrestler.
Well, and there's a home field advantage here for Blake Banks. Blake is very used to the WWN Training Center. I think in the case of Garza, well, you go to springboard, your face almost hits a wall, and that kick unfortunately did not connect, and now the knee comes up. Rocking Garza, is this it? Pinfall. Wow, not enough.
That was close. You see Banks is getting very, very frustrated here. You can see it on his face. But he's wasting time right now. He should be on top of Garza. Say, don't be jawing with the crowd, Blake. Get right on him.
Unfortunately, this is textbook Blake Banks.
The fans are getting under his skin, and this is where he's vulnerable. See, come on, Blake. You need to get back on him here. Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, the chin breaker. Breaking the jaw, if you will, of Blake Banks, and Garza coming to life, and I'm telling you, You give Garza the space, it's going to be the end. Beautiful Hurricanrana.
Nice. And speaking of that wall, I thought Banks was going to hit the wall there.
Well,
he got caught.
And that's the thing. You can use not just the ring, but the building as a weapon, and that was beautiful.
Gorgeous move. That could be it. That could be it right there. Oh, Banks was too close to the ropes. Got his foot over the rope there, bottom rope.
Very impressive. Just barely. Banks having the wherewithal.
Yeah, it's great ring presence to know where you are despite taking a huge hit like that, or the move. They were still able to get to the bottom rope and break up the pin. The Garza looks like he's getting ready to try to put him away with a high-risk maneuver from the top rope.
Man, Garza's got a heck of an arsenal. Let's see what we're about to have. Oh, was thinking the springboard frog splash, Cruel Sun.
Through.
And now there's Banks with the disaster kick, and dude, this could be it.
Is that it? Oh! Garza kicks out.
How close. And this goes back to the point you made when it comes to Blake Banks, not just the frustration, but now how deep is the playbook of a Blake Banks? Does he know what to do next?
Well, yeah, he's getting very flustered here. He thought that should have been it. In most cases, that would have been it. Going for a double underhook here on Garza. What's he going for? Big forearms. Again, I like the aggressiveness. He's got him hooked. What's coming?
Yeah, credit to Garza, put on the brakes, was able to hit the Pele, rocking Blake Banks, and I think Rudy now taking control. The basement Rana, is this going to be it? No!
No, Banks managed to kick out.
Man, that was close.
But Banks is definitely, is the gas out of the tank right now? Is the tank empty on Banks? Garza needs to capitalize right now.
And I think Garza is. Oh, of course.
Right into the eyes with Banks.
Yeah, the rake, and now DDT. Is this it? He got it.
Big win. Big win.
Honestly, it's got to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, win in the career of Blake Banks here.
No doubt about it.
Great showing by Rudy Garza, but I think just a few things not quite going the right way. Blake Banks breaking the eyes, breaking the rules in every way possible was the difference maker for the Trust Fund Kid here tonight at the Do or Die Showcase.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following mixed tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Jade, Dustin Wynn.
I love Jade. Listen, she might not have that attitude I love, but man.
And Brandy Lawrence back, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course I am. They didn't even need an introduction. Come on, Trevin. Get with this. I've taken Jade under my wing.
She is the divine one.
So you were saying, Brandy?
I was saying, didn't want to interrupt that beautiful entrance, first of all. But I've taken Jade a little bit under my wing. I met her a few months back. She is going to be a star. She just needs to learn how to have a better attitude. And by that, I mean a worse attitude.
Well,
it's going to be one of the more interesting matches. on the card tonight. I'm excited for this one. See what happens here.
Yeah, the mixed tag match. Olivia Devine, much larger than Jade. And don't forget as well.
Point that out, ladies.
Trevin doesn't know anything about ladies. He's so rude.
And I'll go a little further. Devine knows how to use her mask as a weapon. 5 years in the sport, trained by George South, regular in OVW.
Come on, Jade, get mean.
Of course, Jade, 3 years in the sport, trained by guys like Joe Bellini, Matt Stryker, Chris Steeler. However, now here's Dustin Wind. JJ Blake, who we heard earlier, trained Dustin Wind.
What does this guy think it is? This is wrestling. Who chose this tag partner? Oh my God. I hope she didn't choose him. Oh my God.
He's got a background in Kung Fu martial arts.
Drake's saying he wants in right now.
Men never know how to wait their turn.
And just to clarify, in this match, the men and the women can face off. It's not one of those situations where only the men can be in when the men are in and vice versa. As Xavier tries to take out Wind, but found out the hard way.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you, this Wind guy, impressed all day. Pinfall.
This is too fancy to impress me.
I want to know, are martial arts allowed in wrestling?
Of course it is. Tag.
No.
It's absolutely legal as long as you're
No
not
reason it should be.
crossbody with that leg swept. Very impressive here. Jade and Dustin Wind coming together quickly. Drake Xavier, man, despite 7 years in the sport right now, looking like the rookie.
Oh, come on, Jade. Get mean.
Xavier, a regular here in the WWN Training Center at WWN Proving Ground, as well as Tampa Bay Pro Wrestling. Now here's Olivia Devine again.
A position you never want to be in is in that corner.
Double suplex.
And the pain going on with Jade here. Pinfall. 2 count only. You know, Xavier will tell you that he's slain one dragon of every color. He's beat a giant in arm wrestling. And of course, he could show a bow, or excuse me, shoot a bow better than an elf.
Well, he's a master level dungeon master, according to him. Whatever the hell that means, I don't know.
And I wonder how Olivia Devine felt. Well, that's the thing. I think Devine just comes in there to beat the piss out of you. Who's kidding who? And you're seeing it right now as the life's choked out of Jade.
Fight back right here if she's going to have any chance.
And hey, Jade is a former Warriors of Wrestling Women's World Champion. No stranger to gold. Pinfall. And credit to Jade for kicking out. I mean, anybody from Staten Island's going to be tough. There's no question, yeah. But still, Olivia Devine, I mean, that's got to be like facing a mountain.
Oh, she needs the man to help her. No, keep him out of here.
Hey, there's the choke. There's the choke. Xavier not afraid. Rolling a D20 on that choke right there, and now Devine taking advantage.
I mean, if I didn't like Jade, I'm totally all for this. I won't lie.
And you see Anthony Wayne stopping Dustin Wind, and that's not helping Jade.
Nice aggressive double team in the corner. This is the kind of stuff I like to see here. Doing what you can behind the referee's back. I don't think it would take much to put one over on him.
Oh, you're evil. You know? You're evil.
Superstar Sean did this.
I like it.
Well, you guys are having a...
Do you know who yours is?
Well, let me look at my notes again here.
Excuse me?
What?
This is my women's division.
Okay.
While you guys have your Mutual Admiration Society over there, Jade is trying to fight off a woman twice her size. Devine's having none of it.
Jesus!
And that side suplex, man, that's bad. It could be it. No!
What a
Jade's got
fighter.
some fight in her. She's got some fight in her for sure.
That was brutal.
Drake Xavier's demanding the tag. Oh, he's going to go for the greatest move in the history of the world.
And what could this be? What could it be?
That's it.
A sit.
Slightly disappointing.
Oh, kick out on one.
And this.
Kick out on one. What an insult that was.
Yeah, I think underestimating Jade was a fatal error in the playbook of Drake Xavier. And if Dustin Wind gets tagged in.
Oh, God.
Regular at New Texas Pro Wrestling. Wind, I'm telling you, those martial arts kicks. I think Xavier.
Yeah, oh my God.
You took the words out of my mouth. I was going to say I think Xavier got knocked out and got lucky, and look at the size.
He's done.
Swinging wildly. Good block. Test the strength. I've got Divine in this. Oh, there you go. Quick strikes.
What is this? This isn't wrestling.
Yeah,
It's not legal.
There's nowhere in the rulebook that says you can't use your chakra, buddy. And there you go. Beautiful kick. Could be it. No, broken up by Olivia Divine. But Jade's having none of it.
He used his what? His chakra? His chakra?
It's like your inner being as a force.
No one ever knows what Trevin's saying.
Oh, 2-on-1. Stunner.
Is that it? No way.
I think, I was going to say, I think the legal man is Dustin Wind, and Wind taking out Drake Xavier. Now the pin. He got him.
I call shenanigans for that. I call major shenanigans.
I like Jade. I can't complain.
These are these illegal kung fu type maneuvers.
Yeah, I agree with that, though. I don't know where she got this tag partner from.
I'm still standing by that martial arts are legal in professional wrestling, but hey, Drake Xavier, Olivia Divine, not a regular tag team, really were impressive tonight, but it was Jade and Dustin Wynn's night. You got any other endorsements for Jade you want to throw at us, Brandy?
Well, it's Brandy Lawrence, so I should be talking about me, right? Follow me on all my social medias. BrandyLauren_.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. It's for the ACW Tag Team Championship.
Thank you.
Introducing first.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, we're doing double team.
Whatever Trevor wants.
Representing the 8th grade in a carbonite weight of 410 pounds, Brother Tracy and Father
The 8th day coming in with a ton of street cred, and we have JJ Blake back in the booth along with superstar Sean Davis. JJ, you know quite a bit about the 8th day.
Believe in the 8th day. Chapter 3.
Hey, the challengers could be leaving the night as the ACW Tag Team Champions. Of course, ACW, one of the brands of the World Wrestling Network, American Combat Wrestling.
Definitely been a very enlightening day here and card with a do or die. I mean, we just had the chakra stuff you just enlightened me to, and now we've got the, what is it, the 8th day?
The 8th. Believe in the 8th day. Believe.
That doesn't have anything to do with like a pyramid scheme, does it?
Oh, no, I'm sure it's not a pyramid scheme.
Okay.
I'm sure it's not.
I've
I
fallen
swear.
for one or two, though. I mean, yeah, no, yeah.
Praise be to the 8th day, my brothers and sisters.
Yes, Father.
Praise be to the 8th day, for tonight we shall save all of you heathens. We shall save all of you sinners, and we shall cleanse. Give me a moment, my brother. Tonight, my brother, we shall cleanse those dirty, those sick, those disgusting,
Yes, Father.
mad men, and then we shall be gifted with the ACW Tag Team Title, my brother. Oh, mad man, show your faces, repent your sins, pray with us.
What exactly is going on here?
Sinners, that's what's going on. These people are sinners, and they are disrespectful, and they're disrespecting this great religion. He is trying to deliver them.
Are they gonna like pass a plate around next or something for donation?
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they? They need to be compensated for delivering souls.
Tag Team Champions, Demarcus and Cypher, the Man and Garza.
Indeed, the ACW Tag Team Champions. Going to be a bit hard to predict for the 8th day.
Yes, because you're not a believer. These are the ACW champions. And you know what? I know they earned those championships, but the 8th day has the power behind them.
I am obligated to say, based on the 8th day and the note put in front of me, the prayer line is 281-868-4898 if you would like to follow the 8th day's ultimate path to self-righteousness.
I call that number every single night before bed.
Were you compensated for that, Trevor?
My arm was twisted literally. You didn't notice?
He's doing the 8th day's work as everyone should.
Looks like Scyther's going to start things off. Man, 18 years in the sport, trained by Mikey Whipwreck, and I think he's probably got the same mentality, Superstar.
Chungus is in Scyther or Seether or whatever. I just call him Salamander because it's easier. These guys have been extremely impressive at WWN Proving Ground since they made their debut over 9 months ago. Originally feuding with each other, and then they finally decided, why are we beating each other up? Why don't we just team up and beat everybody else up? And they just recently won the ACW Tag Team titles from Financially Stable and have now successfully defended the titles 3 times. This will be their 4th attempt for title defense.
I think Father O'Day is trying to get a prayer going here.
Do you guys always talk when someone's praying? Do you do that for every other religion?
Are you guys officially a religion? I mean, you guys.
Yes, why would they not be a religion?
I don't know. I mean, you guys have like that official status, non-profit status.
I'm sure he does. You have to do that, all right? This is disgraceful.
Well, speaking of take a bite out of crime, Scyther already said this is a guy, when you least expect it, he's going to zig when you think he's going to zag. And
no, there's no crime going on here, okay? This is the blessing. These people are trying to bless everyone here. The 8th day is a blessing to professional wrestling. They're a blessing to the state of Florida, to WWN.
Well, and I think we're in a situation here where the 8th day are going to have to regroup, and Chungus, Scyther, man, these guys.
I don't know what Chungus's religion is, but I know he likes to drink a lot of beer. He likes to go mudding. He's a typical Florida homeboy right now.
The 8th day has a word for that, and it's sinner.
Well, the purported sinner, one half of the ACW Tag Team Champions, in trouble here as Brother Tracy is in. No stranger to Tag Team Championship gold, of course, in New Texas Pro, but tonight the opportunity for WWN gold is sitting here, and man, 8th day is looking good.
Yeah, and they've wrestled the best tag teams in Texas. They've wrestled the best tag teams in the country. And they've done it all, and they're doing it all. That's why Scyther and the beer drinker are in trouble tonight. They're sinners, and they're about to be delivered by the 8th day's hand.
And I've been again informed that I had to read that the mission statement of the 8th day is to provide insightful experiences that help you grow stronger through faith and tightens the bonds of our loving community. What am I being told to read?
Really, I don't know.
Like a cult, man.
I know you guys probably don't like the C word, do you?
Okay. Let's get away from that subject for now, okay? I mean, this is recorded, right? No, there's not a cult. They're not a cult. I swear.
Bottom line, your men have their hands full right now with the ACW Tag Team Champions, but I've got to admit, right now they're definitely in control.
Yeah, that Father O'Day now coming off with that axe angle, and I could be it. I think you're right, Sean. I think I always screw up. Scyther, it's Seether, isn't it? I'm too afraid to go near the man to clarify.
Just call him Salamander like I do. I don't really think he understands anything you actually say to him. He has a language of his own.
You really think he does?
Well,
What's the last conversation you had with that man?
He's a little crazy. The guy's a little crazy, okay? I admit the guy's a little crazy.
Again,
he's definitely tough in the ring.
Anybody trained by Mikey Whipwreck, anyone who hung out with a Sinister Minister James Mitchell up at NYWC, what do you think went through the brain and we're talking about what it might be like to be part of the 8th day. I can just imagine the craziness up in Long Island.
Have you guys ever been out to Waco, Texas?
I sure. Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Well, so both of you guys, you're about to know. Okay, let me tell you something right now. It's blissful. It's pure, unadulterated bliss.
So you guys are from Waco?
You are no, I don't know. No, it's not. I'm not from Waco. Okay, I'm not from Waco. I'm just telling you.
You've never visited the Branch Davidian? Oh, we'll get to that later.
Yeah. You guys are making malicious and egregious accusations right now, and I don't appreciate it. Those are my guys in there. They are just trying to share the 8th day, the faith of the 8th day, with all of you people. And like typical Florida men and Florida women, all right, you guys are just making
Tag to David Koresh. I mean, Father O'Day.
What did you say? Excuse me? You Floridians. This place is so
I'm
damn.
actually from Beverly Hills, California myself.
You're from California?
Yeah.
You know what? We'll talk about that later. You know, Sacramento, California, right here. You know, yeah, I like that. But the point still stands.
What are they going for? A double suplex?
They're trying to bless this man.
Okay.
Well, I think we're not going to find out. See, there's able to fight off.
That man is crazy. That man is crazy. That man is crazy.
Wow, but he nailed that one.
And I got news for you. Chungus was trained by Seether. When Chungus gets in there, man, you're going to see size and speed coming together.
When Chungus gets in there, he will be struck down and smitten by Father O'Day. That's what's about to happen. Father O'Day will smite this man.
Chungus is one of those good old boys. I don't think he has any idea how strong he is. He's just a big raw boy. Here he comes.
Brother Timor is strong. Brother Timor.
Oh.
Tracy goes down. O'Day goes down. And Brother Tracy got rocked. The big splash. Chungus, man. House of Fire. Not surprisingly, with the time, Chungus had to watch his partner get beaten on.
This is illegal psychological warfare by this man. He's so large.
For a man that size to pull off a move like that, is that it? Oh!
You're frozen in place. You're terrified. You're terrified seeing that man fight through the air at you. This should be illegal. Get him out of there.
You mean like Brother Tracy coming in and breaking up that pin and saving this matchup?
I'm sorry, what? I was being blessed. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, if you guys had a chance to win, it's right now.
Wow!
Brother Tracy.
Here he comes back.
The lung blower, the spear, and you can see Scyther trying to get in there, but can't quite get the energy and just barely breaks things up.
That should have been it. That referee was counting slow. I bet she's from Florida too. State of non-believers. You people are non-believers, but you will be delivered. He is going to deliver right now. He's going to deliver damnation.
Yeah, I think our official Nicole Emery's doing her best, but this may be indeed the damnation. No!
Chungus with the counter, saved his partner.
And in fact, using a partner as a weapon is Tracy's.
Up for the finisher. And they nailed it. This is gonna be it.
Think it is. They got him.
I'm so upset. Chungus Among Us is in there throwing these guys around. He shouldn't be in that ring. He's a drunk. And then Seether.
Well, just be glad since your men didn't win the titles, you guys can probably keep
these men on that work.
Non-profit status
You're
now.
unemployed.
They won't be getting the payday for being the new champion.
You keep on bringing up this legal jargon. That's how we investigate the men at work. I bet you they're unemployed. I bet you they're fraud. They're committing fraud, stealing unemployment from the state of Florida. I guarantee it. Let's investigate them. I'm talking about all this the C word and Waco, and you almost said David earlier. I heard you. I'm sick of you people.
That was JJ Blake, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming, JJ. He just stormed off. I can't believe it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your event of the evening. Scheduled for one fall. It is for the WWN Proving Ground Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first.
Of course, Mr. Marvelous James Runyon making an impression out of the gate here tonight, attacking Benji Neptune after his victory, kicking off the WWN Do or Die Showcase. Runyon impressing WWN officials, getting this opportunity.
This guy has an attitude that I like. I can get behind a guy like that. Look at that. Look at this. Look at how he's treating these plebeians here in the crowd.
Potentially could be another scout here for Heartbreak Enterprises. Once again, joined by superstar.
You never know.
Sean Davis, a man who has not only been a tag team champion at Full Impact Pro, but has been a manager and continues to be a manager of champions here in WWN. And tonight, we could be looking at our next WWN Proving Ground Heavyweight Champion.
I'm excited for this one. I'm real excited for this one. It's going to be a great match. What a way to cap off an incredible day here at the WWN Pro Wrestling Training Center.
The big fight feel here. And you're about to see a man you would not want to be on the other side of the ring from. Over 16 years in the sport, but really at his apex right now, superstar. Hear the reaction of the WWN faithful. And a man that spent a lot of time in the Midwest, winning championships, taking people out. Now, standing on top of the mountain here in WWN in Florida.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first fight challenger, standing to my right, from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is Mr. Marvelous, James Runyon.
You're all gonna see. You're all gonna see.
Standing to my left, from Malibu, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is your WWN Proving Ground Heavyweight Champion, the Alpha Daddy of professional wrestling, Jonathan Hudson.
Introductions are over. It's time here, man, and superstar. You've watched every defense of the reign of Jonathan Hudson. I dare say this could very well be one of the most dangerous challengers to ever face Jonathan Hudson here in the World Wrestling Network.
So I gotta tell you, when I first met Jonathan Hudson, I wasn't very impressed with this guy's personality. He's way too nice. He's a family man. He's got beautiful kids. Blech. You know, I just thought he wouldn't be aggressive enough to really make it here at WWN Proving Ground. But he's absolutely, yeah, well, I mean, he's done it, man. He's done it. He was the first WWN Proving Ground heavyweight champion. He won the tournament, and he has held the belt for one defense after another after another. I mean, he's put away some incredible challengers, like most recently Buckshot Brian Brock. He originally beat Richport Ayala, who's in Japan right now wrestling. Bud Heavy, you name him, Jonathan Hudson has knocked him down here. You can say the guy is just impressive.
Guys, he's from Canada.
Well, the smack talk going down right now. Of course, James Runyon made it clear he will take that championship with him back to Canada. And Mr. Marvelous, trained by Lance Storm and Yuki Ishikawa, has spent time in WXW in Germany. He's spent time all over the world. Of course, Border City Wrestling, Classic Championship Wrestling, and International Wrestling Syndicate. I mean, this is a guy, bottom line, the credentials that Marvelous came in here into the building today and the heads that have been turned, hence this championship match.
Well, he's one of those guys that's, like you said, as soon as he walked into the building today, all the heads turned. Everybody looked at this guy and said, who is this? This guy is somebody, obviously. And he just carries himself like a champion. But will he become a champion after this match?
And that's what's going to be interesting to watch. Of course, Jonathan Hudson, very smash mouth with his style. Mr. Marvelous, known for the Catch Ken style, claiming his lineage back to Carl Gotch. Been endorsed by guys like Low Key. He's wrestled Dan Severn. You know, if you're going to go hold for hold here, Jonathan Hudson, we'll find out pretty quick how good those basics are of Jonathan Hudson, because you're facing one of the best.
Jonathan Hudson, obviously a big fan favorite here at the WWN Pro Wrestling Training Center.
Yeah,
the fans just love this guy.
I don't know if catching the beard is exactly a fair move. Our official, Jordan Pavao, junior official, getting a huge opportunity to officiate our main event, but might find themselves, especially in the case of Marvelous, as you've seen, not afraid to bend some rules with a little more leniency than normal. Notice it didn't even phase Jonathan Hudson.
No.
Hudson's just still going right at it.
One weakness I will say with Hudson, and we'll see if it comes into play at all in this match, is he likes to fight so much. I think this guy actually likes getting hurt sometimes, and he likes trading the big blows with somebody, and I think it's very dangerous.
Wow.
But
Dumping Marvelous pinfall.
This could be over quick. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, blows like that'll knock you out. You're coming head first, the shoulder breaker. It's absolutely pure pain.
Jonathan Hudson is one of those guys that lives by the philosophy that he does not get paid by the hour here. You know, he wants to end this as quick as he can.
And I think the official got distracted there by whatever Marvelous toss gave the opportunity to poke the eye of Hudson, and now things changing pretty quickly, and you can see the arm already hurting.
Well, really dangerous move right there. Honestly, the arm could have come out of the shoulder right there. I mean, could have been a separation. It looked very dangerous the way he came over with that fall.
Well, and back to that point about James Runyon and his background, a jiu-jitsu champion, a man who has, back in his college football days, was a national champion, knows what gold is like, and tonight could be that night for James Runyon. Could you imagine WWN Proving Ground going forward, assuming you can even fly the champ back, pinfall, if he comes back from Canada with our championship?
Well, that would definitely change things. I don't know in a good way if our champion takes our belt to Canada. But we are an international organization here, Trev and Adam, so I'm sure we'd make it work. But the fans here at the WWN Pro Wrestling Training Center would be so upset, though, if Jonathan Hudson no longer was the champion. I mean, he really has connected with the fans here. They really feel like he is their champion.
And that's one of the double-edged swords here for Jonathan Hudson. He's got a home field advantage. And I'm impressed by these European uppercuts, by the way. Great counter by Hudson. The pin, 2 count only. But that home field advantage, man, lose it home, so to speak. You're letting everybody down and going right back after the arm.
Yeah.
Runyon known for his cross arm breaker. Clearly going to set that up now with all this ripping at the limbs of Jonathan Hudson. Ow.
Jonathan Hudson has just an amazing history. I don't know how familiar you are with his other outside of wrestling endeavors. Personal trainer to the stars, guys like Matthew McConaughey, personally trained in Hollywood.
All right.
This is, I knew you were going to do that. This is somebody that honestly, he could have probably had a bigger career at Hollywood. He loves to fight. He wants to be the top dog in professional wrestling. And that's why he's here.
And a kick there.
But it goes back to that arm. That arm is hurt. I really wonder if his arm actually came out of the socket at one point with that first attack by Runyon.
Pin. 2 count only, and you notice Hudson, it took everything he had to just keep the shoulders of Runyon down.
And you got to think, even if Hudson makes it through this match, that's the type of injury that could linger for a long time. It could affect him, honestly, for the long term. Oh, and just Runyon just been absolutely vicious now. He can smell blood in the water, and he's going on the attack right now.
The 2 count only, and Mr. Marvelous for sure is insatiable as the damage continues to be done to the WWN Proving Ground Heavyweight Champion. And even with the WWN faithful trying to will Hudson on, one arm, man. Strong as Hudson is, what can you do?
This is one of the first times I've ever seen Jonathan Hudson legitimately in danger. I mean, I'm just not used to seeing him on the mat hurt.
I mean, honestly, a live dissection here in the WWN Training Center, the Do or Die Showcase. You can tell throughout this entire event, every athlete has been giving the all.
But this is a mistake right now. Runyon should not be raising the ire of Jonathan Hudson right now. And that's exactly, this is what I said. Hudson likes this. Hudson likes trading the blows with somebody. Oh! It just makes him stronger, it seems. The guy is just not human, I swear to God.
And even one-armed right now. Hudson with a huge spine buster. Champion.
He hit the move, but he went right back to holding the... Oh, that was close. That was close. But Hudson's right back to holding his arm in the shoulder area. I really believe Hudson is... I think he's really hurt here.
And that may have been one of those last flurries, one of those last opportunities for the champion. Mix of adrenaline, opportunity.
He's trying to set him up for his finisher, I believe, but I don't think he can hold him up. Well, he's got him. Nope. The arm gave out. The arm gave out. He could not hold him up there. He could not complete the maneuver.
And it's a target, too.
Beautiful double underhook suplex.
The pin.
No.
2 count only.
It took everything Hudson had to kick out at that point.
It's still going after the arm. Runyon.
Look, he's going for it again. He's going for it again. Will he connect it? He hit it. He hit it. He calls that the go home. Is it it?
Hudson wins.
Did it. What a comeback win.
Mr. Marvelous James Runyon gave the champion a run for his money, but Jonathan Hudson showed man may be unstoppable. Any parting thoughts, superstar?
Well, the parting thought is this has been one heck of a day here at the WWN Pro Wrestling Training Center, WWN Do or Die Showcase. What a day, what an event. And I'm really curious to see if that injury will be sustained, if this is going to be a long-term and affect Jonathan Hudson in his future title defenses at WWN Proving Grounds.
And for our entire broadcast team, everybody from Francisco Chiazzo, you even had Chris Malachite on here, JJ Blake, Brandy Lauren, and of course you, Superstar Sean Davis. I'm Trevin Adams. Thanks for joining us. We hope you join us again soon. WWNLive.com for all things World Wrestling Network.